I am Chris Rose. All right, Deion, I guess all those Jason Garrett haters are going to have to take the week off, huh?
Yeah. First of all, I'm excited that we start out with a tribute to the D.O. Double Jizzle.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. So I know it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great show, baby.
I love it. You got energy. You'll be sitting up during the show. You'll be, pumping your fist. You'll be talking. Let's just get it going. Sunday Night Football. Buffalo Bills, since they last appeared on Sunday Night Football in 2007, the Steelers have been on 38 times. Are you kidding me? Josh Allen, would he get stage fright?
Why you do Buffalo like that?
No, I'm just reporting
Why y'all do Buffalo like that?
Do you think I just make these numbers up out of thin air? No, the Bills, they win. They're in the playoffs. Josh Allen on 4th and 6 going for it, hitting John Brown for a 10-yard gain. I like the call by Sean McDermott. Let's go for it. And then 5 plays later. Josh Allen, you know what he can do? He can run it, Prime.
Yep, that's what he does. I love a quarterback, a big guy like that, young guy, but with the ability to not only throw the ball, but to run the ball as well.
His 9th rushing touchdown this year. Now Pittsburgh gets a little cute. That's Deontay Johnson, the wideout, taking the handoff and coughing it up in the red zone, so it cost Mike Tomlin's crew points. This one kind of a disaster from the onset because, that's James Conner who was handed off to him. He's not used to taking the snap, so the Bills end up recovering it. That's the problem. Third quarter, Steelers still down 7-3. Connor, this is a little bit better. How about the fake he puts on Micah Hyde, Prime?
Wow. Some of the best feet coming out of the backfield in the NFL. This guy has that wiggle. Look at that.
Woo,
sit
nice.
him in the chair, break him off. Yeah. 17-yard
gain, then 2 plays later, he comes out of the backfield, catches it. Boy, they've missed him when he's been banged up with that sore shoulder, Prime.
Yeah, he's a big-time player, man. He can make plays out of the backfield, running the football, catching the ball. He's a complete back.
Speaking of making big plays, Tre'Davious White, he's going to be an all-pro corner, ain't he?
Let me tell you something. This guy put his foot in the ground and broke on that thing like no other. Great pursuit by the big fella running them out of bounds to hold him to 3.
Yeah, that's Matt Filer, 6'6", 330 to save the touchdown. As you mentioned, held him to a field goal. Next Bills possession, Josh Allen to John Brown, 40 yards, and Brown has really developed into a nice receiver this season. So the Bills have first down at the Steelers' 30. 5 plays later, it's Allen to Tyler Kroft, who makes just his 4th catch this year, his first touchdown since 2017, and the Bills are up by 7, but the Steelers still have a shot. 3rd and 1, and Duck Hodges, you know what he does well? Finds James Washington down the field, Deion.
Yes, he does. I mean, this bump and run on the outside, you had to slot one-on-one, and he just ran a fade route all day. When you see that, you got to go with that all day, and it was a great play call and a great play made.
They go for it now 4 plays later on 4th and 7. Hodges looking, but it's Jordan Poyer who says, I'll take that. And Sean McDermott's pumped up because the Bills have picked off Hodges now 3 times, and that's a goal! But don't worry, because the Steelers would get another free kick opportunity at some point. Like under 30 to go, Hodges looking for the tying score, but it's Levi Wallace. That is 4 interceptions off of the wounded duck, if you will. And the Bills not only secure the win, they secure a playoff berth for the 2nd time in the last 3 seasons. And they also get double-digit wins in each season for the first time since 1999. So the AFC playoff picture remains unchanged. After Sunday, the Ravens are still the 1 seed, working it all the way down to the Steelers, who are hanging on to that 6th spot. But let's get to Buffalo. I get it. They're facing a 3rd-string quarterback. You can say whatever you want. This is a huge win for a young team led by Josh Allen and an ever-improving defense.
I picked Buffalo today. I picked them for a plethora of reasons. 1, because they've been balling out all year. 2, because they could run the ball successfully. 3, because that defense ranked 2nd in the league is unbelievable. Playing against a 3rd-team offense, come on. You got to go with the Buffalo Bills. And that not taking anything away from them. If they can throw the ball a little bit better, they're 28th in the league passing the football. Just imagine if they could cut that down to 14th to somewhere 10 to 15. These guys would be phenomenal. I cannot wait to see this game a week from now versus the New England Patriots. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, that'll happen Saturday right here on NFL Network, by the way. Still, it's going to take a lot for them to win that division because they have to win not only next week at New England, but they have to win their final game as well. And the Patriots then have to lose Week 17 against the Miami Dolphins, so the odds are stacked against them. But let's look ahead. Let's say they're the 5 seed. they could go on the road, whether it's to a Houston or a Tennessee, and win because that defense travels.
Man, that defense travels. They got one of the premier corners in the game. They can get after the passer. If they could just protect the football today, they put the ball on the ground a couple times, running the ball offensively. They don't need to do that, especially we got Frank Gore sitting over there on the sideline, one of the best running backs to ever play the darn game. This team, I love them in so many ways, and I love the way they play for one another. I love the way they compete on each and every down.
Yeah, and Sean McDermott's done a great job up there, taking them to the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years. Kudos to them. We'll talk more about what this means for the Steelers a little bit later on in the show. As I mentioned, you can see the Bills. It's part of our NFL Network exclusive triple header Saturday. It all gets started with the Texans, who can win the AFC South with a win in Tampa, then that huge AFC East battle between